Fantastic Four is around a couple weeks away from releasing as well here. Not a couple weeks, a couple months. It's released at the end of, actually it's for a month, not a couple months. A month away from releasing, we have an entire plot week for Fantastic Four. Begins with the F4 attaining Ted Gibson's show, which is celebrating the team's 4-year anniversary. There was a recap of their origin and adventures so far with cameos from several classic comic villains. Red Ghost plants bombs around the city to distract the F4 while he steals from the spaceship. They are able to thwart him and he gets thrown in jail. Reed fights his super apes on the docking platform for the ship and he throws them all into the river. Once the rest of F4 wins over with Reed in the ship, Sue uses her powers to levitate one of the apes, and it's like you threw a monkey into the river, and Reed says they are comically altered baboons, they'll be fine. She throws the ape back into the river. Natasha Lyonne's character Rachel Roseman is Ben's love interest is hardly in the movie. Paul Walter Hauser is the mole man. He thinks he's a little screen time. He has a little screen time. As seen in the trailer, Sue finds out she is pregnant, and Silver Surfer arrives to Harold Galactus, while the F4 go to space to confront him. Sue gives birth. Baby Franklin has godlike powers, and Galactus wants to use him to revive his dead universe. A major plot point of the movie is that the entire world needs to work together to build a bunch of teleportation devices across the globe, and what to power up together that will be strong enough to teleport Earth to a place where Galactus can't find them. There is a montage of other nations building these portal devices. Once they are done, they start a countdown to teleportation. Right before the countdown finishes, the Surfer swoops in and starts destroying the portal devices. She seemingly destroys almost every single one of the planets until one New York City is the last one. Right before she's able to destroy it, Johnny broadcasts voice messages of people on a neighbor planet on the billboards in New York. She stops for a moment as Johnny tries to reason with her. He points out that the voice messages are still being transmitted because Galactus spared her planet. The only reason why he would do that is if she sacrificed himself to him and became his herald, he would get the flashback of her getting abducted from the planet and so slowly into the Silver Surfer. No mentions of Nolan Rad or Johnny then guilt trips into feeling bad about all the other planets that she helped free from Galactus. Then she changes her heart and dips. Since the Silver Surfer destroyed all the portal devices except for New York City one, they can't teleport anymore, so they have no choice but to stand their ground and face Galactus. Therefore, evacuate all the citizens of New York City to Subterranea, where Mole Man is in charge. They plan to beat Galactus. This with the last remaining portal to send him in a faraway place in order to get Galactus to step into the portal, and Franklin, in the middle of it, uses it as bait. Once Galactus lands in New York City, he scans the city for baby Franklin. Once he spots him, he makes a beeline for him. While Galactus is marching his way towards the portal, the F4 replaces Franklin with a baby Carrot. They send Franklin into Baxter Building, where he is safe with Herbie, right when Galactus starts to step in the portal. He realizes that Franklin is not there anymore, so he scans the city again and finds out Franklin is in Baxter Building. Galactus starts making his way towards there, and F4 try to stop them, but they fail. He rushes the building and grabs baby Franklin and starts heading back towards the ship. They make one last effort to stop him, and that's when Sue starts using all of her energy, puts him in towards the portal. As well, right before Sue sends Galactus through the portal, Reed is able to grab Franklin from Galactus' hand and save him. For a second, they think they have beat him, but Galactus starts climbing back out of the portal, and the countdown for the portal close is about to hit 0. So he's like, tell Franklin Uncle Johnny loves him. He starts flying towards Galactus with the intent to sacrifice himself. Right before he's about able to do it, the Silver swoops in, knocks Johnny out of the way, and sends both herself and Galactus through the portal, ultimately sacrificing herself and saving the day. Sue is dead from using all her powers, and Reed tries to revive her, but it's unsuccessful. He lets baby Franklin touch his mother, and suddenly his hands start growing, and Sue comes back to life. Yeah, this is just some bullshit here. As well, this is no wonder why the Marvel Cinematic Universe is dead. As well, Ben casually says it's clobbering time, and a couple of times near the movies, as well. During the firefight, Donnie is fine, and now and Johnny's like, say the thing, Ben, and Ben's like, no, I don't want to. Johnny's like, come on, just say it, and Ben's like, fine, it's cooperate time, and oh my god, this movie is already so ridiculous as it is. Sue is reading, this is the post-credit scene, Sue is reading up towards the slightly age of Franklin, who was maybe 4 or 5 at this point. Right, he wants to hear something else as well here. To find out a species joke, Kirby lands her on the Origin of Species by Charles Darwin as a joke, but he goes to pick up a more kid-revealing book. Then, when she handing back the living room, she realizes something is wrong, and she goes up to attack. When she turns to the corner, she sees a hooded Dr. Doom holding his mask, talking to Franklin as well. So that's about this video here, and yeah, goodbye.